will cherish that always. Do you play do you do you play the TCG at all?
Okay, I am not that good.
I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at it. No, I just
want to get back into it.
I just collect. That's more of my thing.
I'm frustrated because I started playing Magic the Gathering recently, and the competitive level of that game is so intricate and interesting, and I know how to play the TCG, and it is not competitive. And I'm like,
Pokemon? Yeah, no, it's just you just have to have the right cards.
It's like even less competitive than the video.
I've had conversations about this with people before where it's just the way there's just too many cards now. There are too many OP cards. It's very unbalanced. And you can really tell by watching like the championships online. Have you ever watched those when the Pokemon Company puts those on YouTube?
I only watched the video game one, but
if you watch the TCG ones, everyone is using the same strategies. Almost everybody.
I will. Although for the video game, unless you're playing like Smogon tiered, it's pretty much the same.
Yes, but there are wild cards too. I mean, did you see that Pachirisu?
Pachirisu?
Yeah, that was
a year ago or 2 years ago. That would not fly in today's meta.
Well, yeah, I mean, Mega Rayquaza is banned, isn't it?
I freaked out when that was happening. I was like, I'm all for it. Pachirisu, let's do it.
And he won, right?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, I think that's just I think that's a wonderful thing. Do you think we should go for a Pidgey? I don't know. I think I've done too many Pidgey outruns to really give Pidgey a slot.
Now.
I mean, if I can find
I think you need to catch something. I want you to look in the grass to see the next thing you catch.
I'm thinking, I mean, I just saw a Jigglypuff, but it was level 3. I mean, you did say Fearow.
So, it's like kind of badass.
Alright, I guess we'll go for it. If this tackle doesn't kill it, how about that?
I can think of that.
Okay. I think we'll be close. Oh.
Alright, your ticket for Spearow. I guess you're going to mono run with the Venusaur named Bulbasaur. Venusaur.
Another Pidgey. I really don't want to run a Pidgey set. I've done it before, and I
agree with you. It's a little too generic.
I've done it too many times.
That just proves how much of a Pokemon history you are, Nick.
Pokemon history. I've done too many Pidgey sets. I mean, in my Omega Ruby run, I ran a Pidgeot because I have a Mega Pidgeot that I run now in my competitive set just for fun, just because I love the design. It's just a little extra flair. I love it. Let's just throw some blue on here. Let's give him like a blue streamer, and now it's a Mega. I love it. It's great. Are you? Can I ask what you're hoping for from the next generation? I mean, we can start with starters. I mean, that's a conversation we can have.
Oh yeah. Okay. What's your opinion on Poplio?
I think it looks tacky as fuck, but I love it.
I'm gonna take a chill pill.
I mean, it's adorable, but it's goofy. It's so goofy. We've never had a starter as goofy as Poplio.
Alright, well, whatever.
I mean, I like it, but I like that it's goofy. I don't think that's it's not a negative thing.
I was like, Rowlet, #1, love it. Litten, okay. Poplio, F that, terrible.
You didn't like Poplio?
Litten has really grown on me.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel so bad for Poplio that I like almost want to pick it.
Well, here's the thing: is I see. Have you watched? Not watched, but have you kind of been around the rumor mill recently about what the final stage typing is going to be?
All I know is everyone's saying Litten's Fire Dark.
That is.
For some reason, Poplio water fighting. I don't know why.
So from what I've read, Litten is not Fire Dark. Litten is either going to be Fire Poison, which I think would be fucking amazing. That would be obviously my choice. I think Litten is already going to be my choice. I just love that Litten looks like he's straight out of like a 90s anime. Like he just like, you know, ever watch those like old 90s anime where there's just like that one cute character that just
Wait,
kind
let
of
me
like
interrupt.
has no.
Before you level up too much,
Yeah.
next time you see a Spearow, wine with it, because it resists that and can probably live.
Fine. Okay. I've just been having conversation while just slaughtering these Pokemon. I don't know if you can tell.
I'm obviously
My
too
attention
invested in
span
this
is
game.
more on this conversation than it is on catching a Pokemon. Oh boy, this is gonna be a.
So wait,
This is
you were
great.
saying
I'm
let me
so.
get fire
This was such a
poison,
good
and what
idea.
else do you
Why
do?
didn't I do this earlier? I'm having so much
Yeah.
fun right now. Sorry, that was me just talking to myself. So either fire poison, which would be really cool because that hasn't been done before.
And I love poison types, I already told you.
Yeah. Or fire ground is the other
I'm
option.
okay with that.
I think that would be cool. Apparently,
Poison types weak to water. Then.
apparently the two typings that they've found in the HTML of the new webpage that they posted are, I know this is always how they figure shit out early, is fighting and ground. So those two typings have to be in there somewhere. And in the order they're in, people are coming to the conclusion that Rowlet is going to lose the flying type and become grass ground.
That's interesting.
Which I could totally see Game Freak throwing a curveball like that.
Alright, use a vine whip.
It's level 5
That's
though.
level 5.
We saw a 7 earlier. I'm going for a 7 because I know how it's gonna take forever to level this dude up. Get him even close to Bulbasaur.
Cool. Take that, level 5.
Alright. I don't remember this game being so red.
Well, you're playing Pokemon Red.
I know, right?
I only played Pokemon Blue. I did not play Red.
So what were the two colors? Blue and... Because this one, it's red and green are the two colors that you see in everything. I don't even think the other towns are different colors, are they? I don't think so.
That's their colors.
Are they? Do they change? I remember in Yellow Pikachu edition, they change color. I don't remember in this though. So far, everything has been red.
Hey, catch the Jigglypuff!
That would be cool, right?
That'd be cool. Maybe
then
like leaf seed it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'll find a Moonstone in Mount Moon probably,
Yeah.
and then we'll have a
Does it make
Wigglytuff.
sense? Ooh, it didn't affect. Oh, I guess I'm seeing it missed in this gen.
I don't know what it is. Probably using Sing.
Yeah.
What should I do? Let's just growl. I'll probably
I
put
will
Bulbasaur
say,
to sleep.
in early on, like having stab normal moves is actually pretty sick.
Are stab moves a thing in first gen? I don't think so.
I thought they were.
That's worth a Google.
I'm gonna look that up so you can keep on playing.
Okay.
I'm very curious.
Well, Bulbasaur. I keep calling it Bulbasaur even though it's an Ivysaur. I love it. Bulbasaur has survived resisted 3 Sings in a row. I'm very surprised. Oh, there we go. There's the sleep hacks.
According to a Cerebi form, everyone says I think there is stab in red, blue, yellow.
They think?
Everyone's like, I'm 90% sure.
Okay, keep looking. I'm actually going to stand up and grab a phone charger so my phone doesn't die. That's where we're at right now. Ugh.
Sounds good. So I guess I'll talk and entertain the masses, the trillions of listeners right now. Only I'll know that Mr. Just Nick himself has abandoned you, and that you're gonna be crying. Also, I love it on the Cerebi forums. They're like, I've never heard of stab. I'm like, what? If you've never heard of stab, stab is same type attack bonus. And if you're a fire type Pokemon using a fire type move, it will be 1.5 times as powerful because of that. From the stab. And yeah, everyone says stab exists.
You're teaching the few people that have made it this far. You just taught them a very important lesson.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you the strats of how to win at Pokemon.
I'm just gonna go for a Pokeball right here. Who knows?
No.
It's really nope.
It's gonna be a very laborious process.
I know we're really putting some time into this Jigglypuff.
It's not. I don't even know what's word. Oh, you woke up. Oh, but you say, oh, and you're like, oh. This is the kind of hard-hitting journalism that you get when you do a Pokemon Let's Play.
Hard-hitting journalism. Can I double leech seed it? Is that a thing? Can I double leech seed? No.
You cannot. You scrub.
Is that not a thing? I'm thinking of like leech seed and ingrain together is a thing. That's used in competitive play sometimes, right?
I've never heard of it, but I really want to try it now.
I'm trying to remember who does that. It's like leech seed, ingrain, baton pass. I want to say like, what's the one that isn't? Maybe it's Shedinja. Is that the one that has 1 HP?
Yeah, Shedinja has 1 HP.
I don't remember.
And then the other one's is Shedinja. I'm blanking.
Shedinja is not really used in the metagame at all now, right?
People always want Shedinja to be in the metagame to try to do cheeky stuff, but it's never really been that into it.
I remember when there was... Oh, there we go. We got Jigglypuff.
Yay! Oh man, what are you gonna call it?
I don't know.
You can't be like cheating, call it Kirby or something.
I'll call it same type attack bonus. Jigglypuff is the balloon Pokemon. It stands at 1 foot 8 inches tall, number 39, weighs about 12 pounds. When its huge eyes light up, it sings a mysteriously soothing melody that lulls its enemies to sleep. I mean, it obviously has to be some kind of music reference, right?
Oh, that's true. I will say, well, let's figure out this name first. What's a soothing music? Call it Ruth, after the Nana Grizzle album.
I like that. That's cute. Ruth.
Okay. I'm there. That's
I mean, we're kind of gendering this Pokemon by naming it Ruth.
I am.
Here we go.
I exclusively named my Pokemon after Ruthless.
What?
You would appreciate this, I think, more than anyone. So the first competitive team I made, I named all of my Pokemon after all of my Pokemon after literary references.
After what references?
Literary references.
Oh, that's cool.
So my Aerodactyl was called Grendel.
Oh, that's cool. And
I love that name.
I have a Crystal playthrough on this emulator. Actually, not on the emulator, on an actual Crystal Game Boy cartridge. That all of the Pokemon are names from mythology. I mean, that's like a common one people use, but like my Golem is Sisyphus, and I think I have like a what is Chikorita, Bayleaf, Meganium. Meganium is like Xerxes. I have some really interesting ones, but I was so picky about the names that I probably spent more time trying to name the Pokemon in that run through than actually playing. Ruthless and Bulbasaur. I love where this is going so far. This is fantastic.
The other thing that I did, I had one playthrough where I named my character Beatles. I named all of my Pokemon after Beatles references.
That's cool.
And
I'm actually not a big Beatles fan. Believe it or not. I was never into the Beatles, ever.
Oh, well, that just proves that you're a bad person. But my favorite was my Chimchar was called Mr. Mustard. After the song named Mr. Mustard.
Oh, that's cool. I really want to replay 4th gen. I haven't played a 4th gen game in a long time. I was thinking of picking up Platinum and playing through that. I don't think I ever played through Platinum. I think that's the only Pokemon game I never played through.
Oh, wow. The other Pokemon nickname after a song that has really stuck with me and like I cannot separate is I always name my Snorlaxes Arthur Hall after the Nana Grizzle song.
Oh, I like that. That's cute.
Like I think Arthur Hall, like it's supposed to be like, oh, it's like the hall of the building, but it's like named after the person Arthur. But like it could just be a name, like he's Arthur Hall.
I like it.
Yeah.
In my
every time I see Snorlax, the song is stuck in my head, and it makes me even happier.
In my playthroughs of new games, every time a new game comes out, I don't use nicknames. I like to try to learn the names of the new ones instead. Otherwise, I feel like I'm not going to retain the names. Because I did that in X and Y version, and then halfway through I was like, why the fuck did I do this? I don't know what is this little yellow lizard thing? What is it actually called? Like, I don't even remember what I named it.
Helioptile?
Yeah, I had no idea what Helioptile was called for the longest fucking time.
I love nicknames. I think nicknames, what I was talking about like earlier, like the Pokemon is designed to like make you feel personally attached to like your set of creatures. Like that part, nicknames are part of that. And even extending off of that, choosing red versus blue is part of that. It makes you feel
totally
more ownership over the game.
Absolutely. That's a big part. I feel like when they started doing ribbons was another thing too.
Oh yeah, ribbons are cool. I never got into that stuff.
I think like Fire Red Leaf Green was when ribbons were at the peak of their popularity. Everyone wanted Pokemon with all the ribbons you could get, and I remember that being really cool. And then also, ribbons is one thing. Contests, I feel like, is another thing they tried to do. Now they have Pokemon and Me, is also another way to bond with your Pokemon. I think it's a cool mechanic. They've kind of screwed themselves into doing it in every game now, though.
Why?
Sylveon.
I don't get it.
That's the only way to evolve into Sylveon, right? Is max Pokemon and Me stats, right?
I know. I do not know that much about Pokemon and Me. So.
I think that's how you evolve Eevee into Sylveon. Is you have to
that's how you do it.
Maximize the happiness via Pokemon and Me. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it.
Oh my god, I bet that's true. So I was trying to get a Sylveon in my like fake Nuzlocke, my previously a Nuzlocke in Pokemon X, and I ended up getting an Umbreon by accident. And I was like, I thought it was happiness, and then I remembered that happiness in the cave or at night is Umbreon, happiness in the day is Espeon. I was like, how do you get Sylveon?
Yeah, you got to use Pokemon and Me. I don't really know. I don't know. I think it's a cool mechanic.
Right on the stone in the next gen.
They could do that. Do you think there's going to be a new evolution?
No, I'm just saying like if they want to get rid of Pokemon and Me, they just like throw in like a fairy stone and have Eevee evolve that way.
Oh, that's fucking chill. Jigglypuff level 7. That pisses me off. Do you think? Oh, of course, I know Bulbasaur's asleep. Do you think that there's going to be a new evolution in this next gen?
No.
Me neither.
People
are talking about it.
I'd be like, we have enough. Although I wouldn't like. I'm sure I'd love it, but like, I'm like, we don't need it.
Did you see that bullshit right there? Were you watching?
I'm
Bulbasaur. It's okay. I don't blame you.
You gotta think like a Jigglypuff.
Bulbasaur. So Jigglypuff sang Bulbasaur to sleep, and then Bulbasaur woke up, and then Jigglypuff just sang again, and he fell right back to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, you're a musician. You know how it is, Nick.
Oh shut up! You're like tough love, man. See, it's gonna happen again. There we go. Nothing is gonna happen in this battle.
We're playing Gen 1.
I know, right? Last time I played Gen 1,
lovers out there.
I have...
Hashtag 90s kid. Hashtag nostalgia.
Oh, please no. I have a run of Pokemon Blue where my lead is I started with a... I don't know where you get it. I don't know, maybe it's gold or silver. I don't know, but it was a Victory Bell was my main, my lead, my rock. Starting off as a... Why can't I remember the name of this Pokemon for the life of me? What's the first Evo of...
Geodude?
No, a Victory Bell.
Oh, Weeping Bell, and then,
Oh my god, why can't we think of this? This is embarrassing.
I don't remember any names. I'm just gonna look it up.
I
don't even try to know things.
It's like the derpiest goddamn Pokemon I've ever seen. Oh my god, this battle! Can I just run?
I'm sure you could.
I guess sure I can.
It's Bellsprout.
Bellsprout. There we go. Yeah, I run Bellsprout and Venomoth.
Being a kid of the internet age and then having like an engineering job, I look up like everything I need to know anytime I need to know anything. My like actual like memory in my head is like 0.
So is that what you do? Do you have an engineering degree?
Yeah.
What do you? What's your
I'll go into
current?
my schooling life, I guess.
I want to hear about your.
What?
I want to hear your story as far as your goals and aspirations in the real world.
Yeah, in the world that isn't connected to Pokemon or music.
Yeah. I unfortunately don't have a world that isn't connected to Pokemon or music.
I
But
have an undergraduate degree that is a mixture of mechanical engineering and product design.
cool.
And then I got a master's in mechanical engineering, and now I work at a software company that does pump stuff.
That is what stuff?
Like pumps.
Oh, pumps. I thought you said punk stuff. I'm like, that's cool, I guess.
I like my job. I feel very in the age we live in, to have a job in your field is a blessing to begin with. But
Absolutely.
I like my coworkers. And
That's awesome that you were able to get a job, pretty much right out of getting an undergraduate degree, right?
No, I did a master's first.
Oh, you did your master's in that?
Yeah, I ended up graduating my undergraduate degree a semester early.
Cool.
And then I was like, the jobs I wanted to apply to weren't really happening until the fall. Because a lot of they cycle through. It's
Yeah.
People who graduate in the spring. So I was like, oh, I can try to wait around and do my luck, but I also got accepted into a 1-year master's, and it's 1.5 years, so I was able to do it and get that.
That's cool.
For me.
That's awesome. Seems like you really kind of kicked schooling right in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely did it the right way for sure.
I did it the traditional way, for sure.
I mean, it sounds like you did it quicker than the traditional way.
Kinda.
Kinda. I mean, when I think of an undergraduate degree and a master's, I'm looking at 6 years.
That's 1 more year than me.
What's that?
That's only 1 more year than me.
It's only 1 more. Well, still, that's 1 year. That's a whole damn year. It's a long time. I mean,
it's not like a year spent without a degree is a year wasted. Oh my God, you only know sing. I did not realize.
That's why I'm grinding right now.
Yeah.
Because I can't do anything with this stupid Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm. A part of me definitely regrets rushing into pseudo adulthood. Although I do enjoy it, but it's one of those things you can't really go back. So.
Oh man, I did that.
Rush.
I mean, I did 2 years of my undergraduate degree and then dropped out to work.
Are you going back?
I am going back, yeah. Which has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I'm very happy that it's the decision I made.
Why did you make that decision?
Well, I did 2 years of a bachelor's in philosophy and creative writing. Which means that I can teach, or I can write, or I can continue to just do artistic things. Currently, for work, I do musical theater. I'm lucky enough to get paid to do something that I love.
That's great.
Surprisingly enough, I actually do make substantial income off of my music too.
That's great.
Yeah, all my streaming and ad revenue and stuff gives me a good check every month, which is awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's very fulfilling to know that I've been able to accomplish that in the last few years. I think I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky that there are still 14 to 16-year-olds who just really, really, really love the music I wrote when I was their age and listen to it every day a bajillion times, enough to, make money. And then I do theater as well, which is cool. But school-wise, I've always been a writer. I've never really been I've always been in the humanities. Ideally, I'd really like to teach, while continuing to pursue, my creative talents. So I did those 2 years, and then I dropped out to move to LA. So I left Santa Cruz, and I moved to LA, and I moved in with a girl who I was dating at the time, and I pretty much just worked on music for a good, 8 or 9 months. Worked on music, just kind of tried to understand the industry that is Los Angeles, and unfortunately there isn't a huge market for what I was doing. I was doing a lot more production work, So I was doing a lot of ghostwriting for other artists and recording for other artists, and even like just creative counseling. So I had clients who wanted to be songwriters, but they wanted to be musicians or seen as musicians, but didn't necessarily have that mindset or the talent for it. A lot of like YouTubers, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I wrote music for maybe 4 or 5 different YouTubers where I'd write them original music, which was it was their ideas for songs, but they just didn't want to write them, kind of. And so I would write the songs and the melodies, and it was really good exercises in songwriting, because it really gave me a lot of introspection into how popular pop music songwriting works. What's going to get plays, what's going to get listened to. I did a lot of promotion stuff too, so I would, get them set up with, their route note accounts, everything that they would need to be able to make money off of their music. And I'm talking about, these are people who get hundreds of thousands of views on their YouTube videos, so that means they already have an audience. So this was free money for them. I would write and record an album for them, they would sing on it, and then we put it on Spotify, and everyone who listened to their YouTube or watch their YouTube videos would also listen to the music on Spotify, and that would just be an extra check every month. So it was a really good investment on their part, but then eventually, ethically, it started to feel really weird for me, because it felt very passionless on their end. It wasn't necessarily something that a lot of them wanted to do. There was a few of them that had really good intentions, but I eventually couldn't do it anymore, just because I wrote one too many songs that just felt bland and passionless, and I got really bummed out doing that. So I started doing theater again, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm doing a production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's South Pacific, so I'm working on right now. That opens next week. That's going to be fun. And I'm going back to school when school starts, in fall quarter in September, and I'm gonna finish my bachelor's in philosophy and creative writing, and from there, who knows, maybe I'll keep doing theater, maybe I'll be writing for people again, maybe I'll be teaching. I plan to get my teaching credentials while I'm in school, because I actually am already done with my philosophy degree. It was only 8 or 9 classes, and I pretty much started with upper division work rather than prereqs and stuff. So I'm actually done with that degree. I just need credits to graduate, which sucks. So it's cool. I get to go back and I just get to take poetry classes and music classes and really whatever I want to do, which is awesome.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be living on campus too, so I'm just like taking out loans and stuff. I'm just gonna be working on creative things, I'm writing musicals right now, which is really cool. Something I've talked about on like other podcasts and stuff. I haven't talked about it too much, but I'm actually been in the process of writing a jukebox musical version of Tallahassee by the Mountain Goats for...
Yeah, I heard you say that on a podcast.
Ever. I've been working on that for almost a year and a half now. And it's been a wild ride, but it's in its 3rd draft now. It's been drafted twice. I've changed major things with it twice, and it's getting there. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with it.
Wait, can you catch the Spiro?
I can. I mean, do we need another friend already?
I don't know. It's up to you. I'm just saying it's at like a low HP if you want it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Well, we'll get another partner. I can't guarantee that Spiro's gonna make it all the way to the end with us, but...
I mean,
or Jigglypuff for that matter, or maybe even Bulbasaur. I don't even know. I haven't picked favorites yet. I'm gonna be honest. Spiro is the tiny bird Pokemon. It is a foot tall. Weighs about 4 pounds. Number 21. Spiro is small. Wow. Eats bugs in grassy areas. It has to flap its short wings at high speed to stay airborne. Let me get a nickname it.
Have you thought about contacting John Darnielle with about your musical?
I actually have.
Did he reply?
I currently cannot talk about that.
Okay, I will stop asking questions, and I will presume whatever answers I want to presume.
I cannot talk about that, but that is a good I can't talk about that.
That is, hey, you can't talk about it. I wouldn't even.
You're like, I'll take that answer. All right, what are we gonna do with this guy?
That's
Oh gosh,
tricky.
I mean, I don't want to.
You can name after other music things.
I mean, we could. I mean, when I think of Spyro, I think of the. I don't know. I've never been a fan of Spyro and Firo. I mean, it's their designs always just felt like, oh, it's a bird, cool.
Call it bird. Call it cool bird.
Cool bird. With a K or a C?
Oh, you know. K-E-W-L.
Oh, okay. I like that better. How do I go back? Oh, there we go. Cool bird. I love it.
No, really, it should be Articuno is cool bird. You do like cool.
Does it need a space?
Bird.
Yeah, I mean a dash. Cool bird.
Ooh, cool bird.
It's a bird. Cool. Bird, comma, cool. There's already inside jokes
cool.
for this. This is great. Cool bird. Does it need a cool bird?
Classic. Question mark at the end.
That's gonna be a new catchphrase and be like, cool bird? So we're asking someone if it's alright. It's gonna be a new catchphrase. That's great. That's awesome. Man, I wonder how many gigs this video is gonna be. I'm already thinking about that.
It's gonna be like 1 gig.
That's it? I was looking up. I don't know anything about computers and like formatting, and you should see me trying to record records. Man.
What do you use to record records? I'm actually very interested.
Okay, so let's go heal our new partner first. Recording is so difficult for me. It takes me so long because most of my recording I do live. I always try to do vocal parts and melodies together. I record everything on my MacBook Pro with my Yeti Pro USB microphone that I've been using since the very first record I made. And that is the extent to the recording equipment that I have.
Okay.
Now, depending on what record it is, I've used different styles. So there are some recordings, like that tattooed recording, I did a lot of recordings on. I have a Telex tape duplicator that also has a recorder built in. So sometimes I will. Let's go in here. I will.
Yeah, are you gonna get to do that?
It's time to move forward. No, because you can't get Crobat in this game. Why would I do that?
Whatever.
Wow, I didn't even move. And it just like, it was like, bam, Geodude. I mean, I really wish I could get a Golem, but I don't have anyone to trade with.
But you did write the song for Grappler, so.
I did. Cool bird. I'm still laughing at that. It's so funny. What were we talking about? Recording.
Yeah.
All of my... So for this last record was different because I used a lot of things other than just guitar and vocals. All the piano is done through MIDI.
Really?
Yeah, it's, believe it or not, it is not live.
That sounds really good for MIDI.
I was very happy with how it turned out. It sounds live. And the reason is
I thought
because...
it had like a stand-up or grand somewhere.
So on all of my recordings, I have... I record silence, just background reverb. If it doesn't have the natural reverb that my I should have been grinding in here. What have I been doing this entire time?
You've been being a scrub lord.
I know. Oh man, I always remembered about playing Gen 1 too is I can't hold a bunch of items.
That's true.
That's gonna suck later.
Man.
It's gonna be like, I gotta go back to a PC and deposit all these antidotes, and then I'm gonna need one and I'm not gonna have one. So yeah, I have an M-Audio Oxygen 49 board, which is actually sitting right next to me, and I'm touching right now. Coolest pieces of equipment and most modern piece of equipment that I own musically. But it's cool because it has mixing dials on it, so I'm able to mix all my songs directly from the board with levels and stuff. It's also got beat pads too if I want to do drums for anything. I haven't used that yet for anything besides like actual Just Nick stuff. I've used it for covers and stuff though, which has been fun. But oh, you know what's great about this game? No sturdy.
I love that ability though. But I can make it easier drawing without it.
It just drives me crazy. So yeah, I use that on that record a ton. There's a ton of emulated piano on Critters. And then I have what was the first Zubat of the game?
Shout out to Zubat, one of my favorite Pokemon. Most misunderstood Pokemon of all time.
You think so? How do you feel about the mother of all Zubats?
What do you mean by that?
The Moon Legendary.
Oh, I like the new Legendary one.
I think they look like Digimon, don't they?
What was that?
I think the new Legendaries look like Digimon.
A little bit. I mean, they've kind of been going that way of like making more detail-oriented Pokemon as technology's gotten better.
I don't know about that though.
The bird. I thought it was kind of cool how the crescents become like a full moon.
I'm definitely going to be getting Moon version for sure. I was really hoping. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I was somewhere deep in my heart, I felt like there was a slight possibility that we were going to get Victini and Jirachi as the mascots for this next set of games.
Ooh, why Victini?
For the Sun Pokemon.
I was thinking Victini as the Victory Pokemon, but whatever.
But it's like Fire type. I don't really know who else would be Sun. Maybe like Shaman?
It was gonna be Mega Lunatone and Mega.
Mega's so wrong. Yeah.
What's
I mean, Celebi. Well, because
Rock.
Yeah, Celebi or Jirachi could be Moon, but Jirachi is more so.
Yeah.
So maybe Celebi.
I mean, I guess I could see that. Whatever. I actually picked X over Y just because of Starmie. So I might do a similar thing for Sun and Moon. I'll find like one little one, and I'm like, I definitely want that on my team. Because I tend not to actually play with legendaries.
I'm going with Moon for sure.
Do you actually play with legendaries though? Like when you catch them, do you add them to your team?
No, they just go in a box and they're never touched ever again.
Yeah, so like why should you pick the game based off your legendary? You should pick it based off like the minor ones.
Because I generally like the... I don't know. Don't judge me. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for that question. I really don't have an answer for that question. I don't know. I picked...
It's in your box, you know?
All right, so from beginning to end, give me all the games that you picked.
All the what?
All the games you the Pokemon games. Did you pick Red or Blue? Did you pick Gold or Silver? Like, let's hear them all.
I don't even remember besides just Red and Blue and X and Y, because like I just had things lent to me, or like played emulators, or like I don't know.
Yeah.
But I put Blue and X, and the other ones it was kind of like whatever I got, or whatever my friends didn't have.
I'm surprised you're so into Pokemon without missing all those generations. Have you never played through like Gold, Silver, Crystal?
I definitely played Crystal.
Don't lie to me.
What are the starters? Is that the Mudkip one?
No, that is Totodile, Chikorita, Cyndaquil. That's third gen. Third gen is Mudkip, Torchic, Trico.
I don't think I've actually played second gen like any substantial amount. I'm a terrible Pokemon fan. Yeah, it's weird. So I'm like red Pokemon, but I'm a terrible fan. I'm a terrible human being.
Well, here's something you might be into. I would try it. Pick up a version of Soul Silver or Heart Gold. Try it out. I mean, actually, I would play. Do you have a 3DS?
Yeah. I played. Wait, I played Soul Silver or Heart Gold. Cause I had like a girlfriend at the time that kind of got me back into Pokemon for a while, and she lent me a copy, and I had it, and that's how I had my competitive team. I was on that cartridge. but I don't remember if I ever started from scratch. I might have like started from halfway through your save file or something.
Huh. I liked the cool aspect about that one was that you actually had the partner Pokemon that followed you around. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that was the best one.
That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed. I thought that was a cool dynamic. I always thought it was really funny, like walking into a Pokemon Center with like.
I don't know if I ever started it from the beginning.
Giratina following me around. Thought that was silly.
Mhm.
But
That's cool.
I mean, in order. I mean, if we're I never bought Red or Blue. I was Pikachu edition.
I played the real poser.
I played through them later in life, though, for sure. Well, my favorites were always like the third games. They were never like the first two.
The third game was always the best.
Yeah, because it had everything that you ever wanted out of a Pokemon game.
I'm so surprised they're not doing a Z.
Say that again?
I'm so surprised they're not doing a Pokemon Z.
I think it's still possible.
I'm thinking, but I'm like, when are they going to do it?
I'm thinking that this generation, there's going to be two regions. They have to do it. I mean, it's been so long since there's been something like that. I think that there were so many references to this new region in X and Y that I have a feeling that there's going to be a secondary campaign back in Kalos.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see that, but it's still not Pokemon Z.
But it's been skinned for it all too. I mean, the software is there for it. You know, because it's all like 3D now. I think about it like that. Like they put all the effort into Kalos. It's done. Like they wouldn't have to redo a ton of it. It'll definitely be different. But oh wow, what's going on with Bulbasaur here? Yikes. Yeah, I think that would be really cool if they did something like that. Because that's literally my favorite part about second gen is you get to go back to Kanto after you beat the Elite Four.
That's true. That is one of the coolest things.
And that's one of the coolest things is going back to that region.
I've seen a lot of Pokemon Let's Plays, so I know a lot about second gen, even though I haven't Let's Played it all.
Okay. Yeah, no, I love just seeing like when you go back to Cinnabar Island and it's just like all fucked up, you know, like it's a volcano now, because the volcano erupted and everything's been destroyed. Like that is, I love seeing that same. I don't know how much longer it's supposed to be in time, like 2 years or something like that after the original Red and Blue, because like I loved that there was an established timeline for that game, because I'm sure you know, like at the very end, the very last thing you do in that game is you go find Red. And you battle him, and I always thought that was so cool. That was such a cool thing. I think isn't it Mount Silver is the location? I think.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Like that.
I don't know. I'm really glad there's no. What's the Flash Cave? Is that Diglett's cave? I kind of.
Yeah, I think it's Diglett's cave.
I don't know if I want to like look up a thing to get through here. That's cheating. I can't do that. How about this episode? How far are we in? I don't even know how long we've been talking. It's been about 2 hours. This is really long. This might have to be in 2 parts.
I don't understand your human relationships. So, goodbye.
Maybe I shouldn't, I wouldn't. Damn, that's what I said. So just start putting my last 2 cents. I heard every word out of your mouth. Now that's absurd. We can't stop now. We're in too deep. Can't fit more water behind your teeth.
Wait. I played Soul Silver Heart Gold because I had like a girlfriend at the time that kind of got me back into Pokemon for a while.